All right, so how do you play that? What do? You start off with a set of natural harmonics on the 7th fret. So, and you do all 6 strings, so, and then you go back down again. So like this. And I can understand that if you're going to be playing this with your fingers, I mean, usually on the stream there are quite a few finger-style guitarists here. So I'm using a flat pick, so this is how Tommy originally plays it, and usually he uses a combination of flat picking and hybrid picking. So you do this harmonics on 7th fret, and then you end with a natural harmonic on 12th fret of the 1st string. And then we get our first chord, and this is a D major add 9 at 11, and that's this. So you have your middle finger in 3rd position of the B string and your ring finger in 4th position of the D string, and the 6th string, 5th, 4th, so you play them all, but the other ones are just open. Really nice chord. And here also what I do is I rake the strings like that. And then you start picking, and that's D, G, B, G, B, D, G. It's like this. D, G, B, G, D, G. Then we get our second chord, and this one is going to be tricky for most of you. So you get your middle finger in 3rd position still of the B string. Index finger is in 2nd position of the G string. Little finger is in 5th of the D string. So far so good, probably. But now you have to add the thumb on 3rd position of the E string. And that might be a little bit of a challenge for some. This chord is, depending on how you look at it, let's see, an F6-9. And what do? We play the E and B string together. Then we play D, G, B, like this. Then we place a ring finger in 5th position of the 6th string, and we play the same thing, like so. Okay? So I'll play slowly what we got so far. So we got then we get that D major chord, then F, right? By the way, what's good to know is that we're going to be doing this for probably a half hour, maybe a bit longer. Then afterwards, you can ask me questions on the song, also other questions if you want to. But you can ask anything that's been unclear during the lesson. I'll try to keep an eye on my stream here of the comments to make sure that that I'm. If people are missing things. By the way, the gray thing on my hand, that's a sticker that I got from my sweet little 3-year-old girl, Mady, my daughter, and she's so sweet. And I did know it was on there, but it's, it's good to see that it's still there. All right, so once more, the harmonics, D major, F, G. Then we get the same thing again, so we go back to that D, but now we play in strings 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3. Then we get that same set for F, so we play E and B string together. Then we play D, G, B. And then E and B string together again, but now with our ring finger in 5th position. And then we get D, G, B. Right? So 3, 4. Repeat. Repeat. And now comes a sort of a tricky bit. You play open. I'm going to say E string. I know it's in drop D, but I'm going to say E string. Otherwise, I have to think about it every single time. So you play open E, open A. Yeah, so you play open E, open A, open D. Then index finger plays 2nd position of that D string. Then ring finger plays 4th of that D string. Then you make a hammer-on with your little finger in 5th position of that D string. So like this. Then you place your index finger, you keep it there, you place your index finger in 2nd position of the G string. And now comes a very nasty chord, really. It sounds beautiful. But what you do is you fret both the E and A string in 3rd position, and you do that with your thumb. Then you have that little finger in 5th, then index finger is in 2nd of the G string, and then your middle finger frets both the B and E string in 3rd position. And that one is... It's a beautiful chord, but it's going to be a challenge for some, right? So let's try to do this once more. For those of you who entered in a bit later, we're doing Those Who Wait by Tommy Emmanuel. So you start off with the harmonics in 7th position of, before it goes offline. You start off with the harmonics in 7th position and back down. So like this. Then E string, play 12th position harmonic. Then you fret that D major chord with middle finger in 3rd of the B string and ring finger in 4th of the D string. And then you rake down. Then you play D, G, B, G, D, G. Then you take that F chord with middle finger in 3rd of the B string, index finger in 2nd of the G string, little finger in 5th of the D string, and thumb in 3rd of the E string. You play E and B string together. I do that with flat pick and ring finger. Then you play D string, G string, B string. Then play 5th position with your ring finger of that E string, and you do the same thing. Play them together, then D, G, B. Right? So then you play that D major chord again, and you play open E, A, then D string, G, B, G, D, G. And you get those F and G chords again. Repeat. And then you get open E, A, D, D, and then you play second position D string, then ring finger fourth of that D string, hammer on to fifth with your little finger, put your index finger in second of the G string. You keep that little finger, of course, in fifth of the D string. The thumb frets both A and E string in third position, and your middle finger frets both B and E string of in third position. Right. And then you play it. Beautiful chord. All right, so this is the intro. So I'll play it once more. Just play it through in tempo, and then we'll move on to the next part. All right, so now we've entered the next part, and the next part is we were in D major before. The next chord is more in D minor. So I'll play a couple of bars, and then we'll get into how to play that on the guitar. So here we go. All right, so it's actually, you probably don't see because I'm sitting here in my t-shirt, but it's really cold in here. I'm in my basement and I didn't put the heater on, so my fingers are slowly going numb. So I hope I can finish this lesson properly. So the first chord is a D minor 7 at 11. And you play, you put your index finger in third position of the high E, little finger in sixth position of the B string, ring finger in fifth of the G string, and middle finger in fifth of the D string, right? Then you play open E string, A string, then D like this. Then you play G and E string, high E, together. Then you make a pull off with your index finger, like this. Then you play the B string and then the G string. All right, so once more, 3, 4. Then, well, maybe we'll repeat, because it's also a live lesson. So let's repeat that. So the chord is with index finger in third position of the high E, little finger in sixth position of the B string, ring finger in fifth of the G string, and middle finger in fifth of the D string. And this is a D minor 7 at 11. And you play E, A, D, then G and E string together. Then you make a pull-off with your index finger. Then you play B string and then G string. Then we go to here. And this is F6-9. So we have our index finger in first position of the B string, and our ring finger comes later on third position of the E string. So like this. You play that B string, then E string, then you play open D and G. Then move your ring finger to fifth position and play that E string, G string, and B string. So G and B are now open together, which is a G chord. Like this. Right? So let's try to do that from the start, from that D minor part. So 3, 4. Then I play that E string once more. Then I play the D and G string open twice. And I make a hammer-on with my index finger in second position of that G string, so like this. Right? So once more. Then you do it once more. And here the change comes. So instead of playing, you play. So you have your index finger in first position and ring finger in third of the E string. And then place your little finger in third position of the B string. And then you play open E string. So. And then you move your index finger and ring finger up the neck 2 positions, so towards index in third and ring finger in fifth. So like this. Then I play open D string. Then I make play open G string, and I make a hammer-on with my index finger in second position of that G string. So like this. Sorry. And after that hammer-on, I play that D string once more, and then that G string once more. So let's try to play this part. So we'll start at that F chord, 3, 4. That wasn't really fluent, was it? So, okay, so let's start from that D minor part and do a quick playthrough. 3, 4. Right, so now we've landed here, and now we get to the next part, and that is this part. Oops. So, what we do here is we play a B flat major 7, I think, and we switch it with more or less a B minor 7. I'm sure that if you get into the theory of it, it's probably a substitute for another chord. Really nice chords, really nice open sounds. I have to check it once more. Right, so we have, we put our middle finger in second position of the G string, play it, make a pull off, and then play it once more. Then put our index finger in first position of the A string, like this. And then we make a pull off again with our middle finger. Then play third position with our little finger on the B string, like this. Then play that middle finger again and make a pull off. It's like. Once more. That wasn't really clear, sorry, because I didn't necessarily prepare the tutorial. I just played the song a lot of times, so I figured it was a good idea, but I'm getting myself into a mess here right now. So we have that second position of the G string, and then pull off, and then again, second position of that G string with the middle finger. Play that A string with your index finger, and you leave it there. Make a pull off with your middle finger now. Then place your little finger in third position of the B string. Then play that middle finger, second position. Then play that A string again. Make that pull off with your middle finger again on that G string. Then that B string again. Then middle finger, second position, G string again. To first position, A string again. And a pull off. So that's just the pattern, like this. And the last time you play open G string, and then you place your index finger in second position of that A string, and you play middle finger at second position of the G string, and you play that A and G string together. Make a pull off with your middle finger, play that B string, and play that second position G string again, then A string, and make that pull off again. And there you do pretty much the same thing as with the B flat major 7, so like this. Then at the end you play open A string, then you play open D string, hammer on second of that D string, slide to third, then place your index finger in second of the G string, play it, make a hammer on with your ring finger in third of that G string, then index finger second of the B string, and then open E string, and then with your little finger, because now we move position, to sixth position of the B string. So like this. Sorry. Right? So starting from that B flat major 7, here we're back at that minor chord. So let's try to play it again from the start, completely from the start, and see how it goes. Wait a second, otherwise I'm losing you guys. Sorry. Maybe we can check a few other parts of the song as well, as we're working on it anyway. So we have this part. So you can play this part with the D minor. Sometimes he plays it like this. So what I do is I play E, A. So E, A, D, and then instead of I play G, B, E, but then in one single swoop, like. And then the rest is the same. So becomes. All right, so could you maybe show the tricky chord again with the thumb holding the E and A? Yes, of course, Robin. So with that chord, what you do is you have, you start, let's see, because you came from that D chord probably. So you have your middle finger on third position of the B string, index finger in second of the G string, little finger in third of the D string, I said third, fifth, little finger in fifth of the D string. Then the thumb plays the E and A string in third position, and the middle finger plays that B and E string in third position. And the trick is, because maybe, I'm not sure what you guys find harder to play, either the middle finger or the thumb. The thing is, with the middle finger, you have to place your middle finger sort of in between the strings. So I'm not making a small bar with my middle finger. I'm just placing it more or less in between. And of course, you'll have to see what works for you. My fingers are a bit bigger than some of yours probably. I'm sure my hands are bigger than Lanvy's hands. Pretty sure, hopefully. But yeah, so you have to find that sweet spot for yourself. Let's see. The other question is, do you recommend playing this song hybrid picking or finger picking? I think that kind of depends. You can play it with your fingers very nicely too. Sorry. My hands are a bit cold, so sorry for that. But you can play it nicely with your fingers. It's not that different. I do feel that picking with a flat pick just has a slightly different sound, and especially with the small strums in between it. This part is probably easier with a flat pick than doing that with your fingers. But, your mileage may vary. So it's a tough question. If you have absolutely no experience playing with a flat pick, then I would probably say no. But because, then you have to learn a completely new thing on this song. So that would probably be a no. But if you have some experience with a flat pick, then I would definitely try and see how it works for you.